And 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? It is me, formerly known as Miss Johnson, but you can call me Ashley. Welcome back to the Schools Out podcast. We are here with yet another episode, and today we're doing something a little different. Today it is just you, me, and this microphone, my thoughts and my feelings. Okay. Today's episode is, like I said, a little bit different, and I'm coming to you in a different headspace too than I've been able to be in for my other episodes. So y'all just buckle up and take this ride with me today, okay? Get in, girl. We're going shopping. So I just wanted to basically come on and kind of just be real, be vulnerable, be I don't even know the word for it. I just want to be able to share with you all some realness, because too often we're trying to make things look too polished, too perfect, too this, too that, and today I'm too tired. You understand? I struggled with if I even wanted to release an episode this week because of how I've been feeling. So let's get into it. The month of May brought me plenty of showers. I know they say April showers, May flowers. Baby, I ain't seen a flower yet. I haven't seen a little piece of bloom. I have not. I have been feeling the showers instead. It feels like it's just been raining and raining and raining, and like literally, but figuratively as well. Like, I sit out here a lot. That's kind of why I came to this space today, because I spent a lot of time in this space. We trying to make it into something, so we spend a lot of time out here. But it's been raining a lot, so I've been just watching the rain. I've been out here during some like thunderstorms, and I have cried with the rain. I have just felt an outpour of emotions and grief and mourning just kind of come over my body, just time and time again, week after week after week. And what's crazy is, as consistent as I have been feeling and showing up in the same kind of low vibrational way, I didn't notice that I was feeling those things. I think I just got caught up in the hamster wheel of life, doing all of the things that I know I need to do for the day, yada, 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 check. And then I can get a moment to just sit and be and breathe in my own body, in my own skin. And my partner had to point it out to me that I was not the best version of myself, and I wasn't showing up in the same way. And so that was a harsh reality, to have to be told how you feel, to not be mindful enough to notice your body and what it's feeling, but to have that pointed out to you is something. It's very much something. And so feeling like I'm not really as planned out as I need to be, not as like feeling not as intentional in a lot of ways. Like, there's some areas where I have shown up, you know what I'm saying? There's just other ways where I haven't been able to. And so we put ourselves under a lot of pressure, I feel, to like have a plan, have something figured out, have a goal, and to know what to do to reach that goal. And all of that is just like, it's very much a lot. It's very much stressing me out. And what do people say? Like, preparation, or, a failure to plan is a plan to fail. That's what the people be saying. And in this season, I'm calling propaganda what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not going to convince me that I'm supposed to work my fingers to the bone in this life, and the only enjoyment that I'll experience is on the other side when I get to heaven. I'm not going for that. That's propaganda, and I'm tired of feeling like that. I'm not buying into it. I truly believe that most of the feelings I felt is just fatigue, capitalism fatigue. Okay. is where I'm at. And just not trying to out hustle myself, not trying to like even really buy into hustle culture, because I have bought into that. Like I spent my 20s, I spent age 15 up to 20 something, late 20 something, hustling, job after job after job, part-time job on top of part-time job. Like guys, I can't. I can't. And I just feel like it's all just kind of crumbling down on me, making me feel like it's just too much. It's giving too much. So that's where I have been lately. And you know that like in between space where you're in something, but you feel like something's changing, something's shifting, something might be happening, but you don't really know what. I have felt that thousands of times. I can't even quantify how many times I have felt that feeling. And that is also a part of the larger thing here for me. It's like the reoccurring of a specific thing that I might not have caught the lesson on the first time. You understand? You understand how like things come back and kind of keep showing up, lest you get the lesson, lest you learn the thing. And the way that things have just kind of been seeming like themes or patterns has made me feel so many different ways. And feeling like, man, it ain't clicked yet. It ain't clicked yet, girl. What will it take? What would it take to click? Like, I've been frustrated with myself. I've been frustrated with a lot of things, but myself is the biggest thing. Yeah, because I hold the keys. I hold the cards. I'm making the plays here. And for whatever reason, I'm just kind of believing that I'm stuck, that I'm at a standstill. Yeah. So those are some of the feelings that I've been feeling lately. And if you can relate to any of that, drop a heart in the comment. Tell me you feel me, you with me, you praying for me. Tell me you got my back. You can relate me in the same boat as something, child. Encourage me. So yeah, depression has been my portion. I have to name it. I have to call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? It has less power that way. I'm not out here trying to like make depression seem like some, loomy thing that just doesn't affect everyone. And if I don't say it, then I don't have to deal with it. I'm not doing that. I've been dealing with depression. Depression has been my portion. I've been crying regularly. I've been deeply exhausted. I've been sleeping like nobody's business. Do you understand me? Sleeping for hours at a time, and then I go to bed still at night, and I'll sleep all the way through the night, and I'll do it again the next day. And I've been neglecting responsibilities. I missed a class once. I've been teaching these classes for 4 years. I've never missed a class. I've never just forgotten about a class. And that happened. And I felt so low down. I was like, girl, pull yourself together. Like, honestly, I need you to get it together. I've been avoiding people. I've just been sad. And it really started at the beginning of the month when I was going through a little grief spell. My sister's birthday, it's June now, but my sister's birthday was the beginning of May. And I mentioned that my sister passed in, I think it was my last episode. She passed 5 years ago. And I was missing my girl. I was missing my homie, my girl, my people. And that feeling snuck up on me, and then it kind of just stayed. It just wouldn't go anywhere. I just started feeling like, Not into anything. Just very sad, very mopey, very very low energy. It's just been a grief ball. Is what it is what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just been a big snowball of grief and mourning even like not just my family members who have passed away, because that's been a lot. Going to certain places reminding me of my family that's no longer here, like all of it. Oh guys, it's just been so much. And so I've been just trying to crawl into my shell and just, be alone and trying to kind of process some of those feelings. But just mourning the loss of things I didn't know I was losing yet, things that I've already lost, things that have severely changed, kind of almost mourning my old self a little bit. And not that I need her back. It's really just, you and the journey and what that looked like, deeply, extensively, the weight of that journey. And so because I know how I've shown up in other seasons of life, because I know how, what I've needed in other seasons of life and what I've had and what kind of no longer is the case. And so a lot of grief in this season. And not to mention, and this is probably the most schools out reason of it all. This is around the time where my school career was ending just a year ago. And so I feel like it's almost my body remembering the immense stress I was under just a year ago. And I've been able to move forward in some tremendous ways, and I've made a lot of strides. But at the end of the day, the body remembers. It won't forget. And so, I felt like the pain from just even a year ago snuck back up on me and reintroduced itself to me. Hello, darkness, my old friend, is what it gave. But when I say themes, I just mean that I often feel like I end up in spaces that I don't belong in, spaces where I'm not appreciated, spaces where I'm not respected, spaces where my gift is seen more as a threat than an asset to whatever situation. And I've always presented myself as just that, an asset. I know I can help you grow a thing. I know I'm impactful. I've watched myself change cultures of schools time and time again. We talked about how many schools I worked in, and all of them were better because I was there. And that's not an ego thing. That's just what I bring. That's just who I am. I've always been told that I can walk into the room and shift everything just by walking in. You know what I'm saying? Just by walking in. I walk light. I am light. I pack light. You understand? I carry light. I'm a light bearer. I've always been that. And so I know how useful I can be, but that often intimidates people more than they see it as an asset. And so then you have people who will actively work against you because they just simply do not like you. And that's what I've experienced time and time again in multiple spaces. And that's wearing me out. When I say I'm tired, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, where do I go? What do I do? Who do I hang out with? So that this is not the case, And I know who I can hang out with. I don't have issues with my friends not being friends, but it is largely organizations, systems, spaces, work environments that just take me through the ringer. And it just never seems to work. The only thing that has worked most consistently is whenever I've not been micromanaged, whenever I've had the space to really just do my job on my own, or when I have just been the boss of me. Like, I'm not going to piss me off as a boss, but y'all will every time. Y'all will wear me out every time. So yeah, yeah, it's really there's so many more things that I could talk about, and so many deeper reasons as to why I feel like these workspaces are very toxic for me personally. And that's largely to do with wherever I land on the neurodivergent spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I think differently. I process differently. I see things differently. I'm honest. I'm upfront. I'm frank. I'm blunt. I'm curt. I'm all of those Negroes. So like, and that doesn't work for a lot of people. And so I see why under toxic leadership, my tenure just can never be that long. And so the pattern of it all really has been something I've had to clock. I've just had to clock that and process and sit with it. A lot of battling the common denominator thought, like, girl, the common thing between all these spaces is you. That's how people will try to make you think. But like, only I experienced what I experienced. You know what I'm saying? I know how I'm coming. I know what my resume says. I know what my recommendation letters say, and from whom they say that from. I'm that girl. For real. For real. And that doesn't change because a job didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't change even if a task couldn't get done. That doesn't change because I didn't do a thing. Like, I'm coming up out of tying my worth into just the things that I'm able to do and the work that I'm able to produce. I'm not a workhorse, baby. I'm a person with feelings and thoughts and things. So, I say all that to say that as I come through this depressive spell, I am giving myself permission. Okay? I'm giving myself permission to live. I'm giving myself permission to love myself, to learn, to grieve, to figure it out. And I am going to take the pressure off of myself to always think that there needs to be some plan in place. I'm a Capricorn, so security, financial security, and stability is extremely important to me, for real. Like, if that stuff not right, nothing's right. I can't see straight. Do you understand? And in this season of uncertainty, I'm having to talk to my Capricorn self and tell her, girl, you only control but so much, babe. For real. You only control but so much. So control what you can. And you have to understand that money is energy, and energy is transferable, and energy don't die. It don't go nowhere. It's, I'm giving, I'm going to get back. You understand? So I'm trying to really keep myself soothed. Sorry, I had to say that 3 times. I wanted to make sure y'all understood what I was trying to say. I have to keep myself soothed in this season. Oh my God. Say that 3 times fast. But yeah, I'm really giving myself permission this season to choose rest before the reset. You know what I'm saying? The reset's coming. It's happening. I know it and I feel it. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to prepare. But what I can do is take my time. I can breathe. I can trust. I can ground myself because I won't get swept away with all these outside problems. I cannot get swept away with that. This depression spell has been dark enough, and you know when it rains, it pours. Do you hear me? At the beginning of this episode, I told y'all it's been raining for 40 days and 40 nights. Baby, I mean that. But I give myself permission to just be still and know that I'm taken care of. I've always been taken care of. I have 33 years to prove to you that I am taken care of, for real. So I hope that something I said resonated with you. And even if you're not currently in the season that I just described, if it's relatable, you can tell me what helped you get out of your season of depression. And if you're still in it, you're not alone. And I really just wanted to take the time to share those thoughts today. Big takeaway from all that I've said. The thing that I would like for you to take away is that it's important to rest before you reset. We just keep going and going and going and going and going, and we take the old energy from the last thing into the new thing, and then wonder why we feel the way we feel and why things aren't just working like they should be. But we don't rest, we don't pause, we don't slow down enough. And I really want to encourage y'all to do that with me. I promise you, with me. I'm talking to me too, baby. I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. I'm just trying to figure it out. So, to us. To us. Try to figure it out, y'all. We just trying to figure it out. Take your time. Take care of yourself. Give yourself grace and permission to live, to learn, to mess up, to figure out. You got this. We got this. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this very different but cutesy episode of School's Out, the podcast. Again, I'm your host, formerly known as Miss Johnson, but you can call me Ashley. Pray for me, y'all. I see y'all next time. I got some really fun things to talk about. Actually, I think I've already figured out the next episode's title. It will have a guest. I will have a guest next episode, so I'm super excited to welcome my friend. I won't tell you who my friend is just yet. You'll just meet them during the episode and get to know all about them and their story. But the next episode is a guest episode, and we will talk about the tea. Some flying in my face around here. Yes, we're gonna talk about the tea. What's the tea? My girl Tina Marie say, please don't play. Yes, but I'm gonna close this episode just like this. I'm gonna close this episode just like this. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed rest of your week. Thank you so much for your tuning in, for your engagement with my podcast and this content. I am eternally grateful, and I can't wait to see you next time on Scoots Out the Podcast. Bye.